While everyone waits 10, 20, 30 years, I discovered how to retire in one. While most people settle for waiting 1, 2, or even 3 decades to achieve freedom, a disturbing question arises. What if everything you've been taught about retirement is completely wrong? The title is not an exaggeration, but an invitation to challenge conventional logic. This is the revelation that the waiting time can be drastically reduced, turning years of dreaming into just 12 months of intense action. This video will unveil why the old concept of working until 65 and then simply stopping has become an obsolete trap. You will discover how the truly wealthy see freedom not as the end of work, but as the beginning of a life dedicated to what truly matters. We will explore how technology and longevity have created a unique opportunity for reinvention and present the essential pillars to build your bridge to this new reality in record time. Do not underestimate the urgency of this topic. Postponing this decision is the same as giving up your freedom and your life's purpose. This is not just a conversation about finances, but about the courage to redesign your future and regain control of your time. If you are ready to stop waiting and start living, subscribe to the channel now, because true wealth does not wait decades to arrive. What if you could design a life so fulfilling that you wouldn't even want to escape from it? That's the new reality of retirement, a complete shift from the old idea of simply stopping work forever. It's no longer about trading decades of toil for a few quiet years. It's a transition into work that actually matters to you. This new chapter is about finding purpose and passion, not just putting your feet up. This transition looks different for everyone. A corporate lawyer might leave her high-stress firm to start a small vineyard, trading legal briefs for grapevines. A teacher might retire from the classroom, only to launch a successful online tutoring business, using his skills on his own terms. They aren't stopping, they're shifting gears into something more meaningful and personally rewarding, often creating new income streams in the process. So why did we ever agree to the idea of working a job we might dislike for 40 years, just to earn our freedom at the end? That model was designed for a different time, built for an era of intense manual labor when the body was truly worn out. It's a system that has become utterly obsolete, leaving many to wonder what a better way could possibly look like. Back in the day, that model actually made a ton of sense. Picture a factory worker in the 1940s, their body battered by decades of heavy lifting. Retiring at 65 wasn't a luxury, it was a physical necessity. The system was built for a world where your body was your most valuable asset, and it was guaranteed to depreciate. It was a straightforward, if grueling, bargain: exchange your physical prime for a promised rest at the finish line. But let's be honest, how many jobs today truly wear out the body like that? The modern worker is far more likely to be drained by mental fatigue and screen time than by backbreaking labor. We're living longer, healthier lives, and the idea of spending the last 20 of them in pure leisure feels, well, a little empty and frankly outdated. The old system is a relic, leaving people with more energy than ever, but no clear path to channel it, creating a strange purgatory of boredom. This seismic shift begs the crucial question: if we're not saving up to simply stop, what are we saving up asterisk for? The answer isn't about idleness, it's about funding a life where work becomes a choice, not a chore. This new freedom is the ultimate goal, paving the way to discuss how to build the financial engine to make it happen much, much sooner. They don't see a pile of cash as a finish line to cross and then collapse, they see it as fuel. This financial fuel grants them the ultimate luxury, the ability to say no to draining projects and a resounding yes to fascinating ones that align with their values. For them, true wealth isn't about quitting work, it's about upgrading the kind asterisk of work they do, moving from obligation to pure passion. Instead of dreaming of a permanent vacation, they build systems that generate income without their constant time, like owning a piece of a local business or investing in rock-solid dividend-paying stocks. This creates what the savvy call options: the freedom to spend a Tuesday mentoring a startup or finally writing that novel without a manager breathing down their neck. It's the difference between being the factory worker on the assembly line and being the engineer who designed it. This shift in mindset is everything. It turns the grueling marathon of old-school retirement into an exciting choose-your-own adventure. It's about designing a life where your energy and curiosity call the shots, not your bills. And the best part: this isn't some far-off fantasy. It's a practical reality that's closer than you think, if you know how to build the right foundation. And here's the real game changer. We're all living longer, healthier lives anyway. This isn't your grandfather's retirement, where you stopped because your body was simply worn out from decades of manual labor. Today, with less backbreaking work and a huge focus on wellness, your most productive years aren't behind you at 65, they're likely still ahead. This longevity revolution means the old plan of saving for 40 years to enjoy 15 is completely, utterly broken. Think about it, you can now design a life where you're mentally sharp and physically capable for decades beyond the old retirement age. This isn't just about eating your greens. It's about building a life that keeps you engaged, like a consultant who only takes on projects that light them up, or a former teacher who now runs a thriving online course. It's the ultimate upgrade, trading a hard stop for a gradual, purposeful shift into work that feels like play, ensuring your mind and body get the purposeful activity they actually need to thrive. This newfound vitality completely shatters the traditional retirement countdown, making it irrelevant. Now the question isn't how soon can I stop, but what incredible things can I do with all this extra time and energy? It reframes everything, proving that the best investment you can make isn't just in your portfolio, but in your health and passion, ensuring you're not just wealthy, but truly alive and engaged for the long run. And this leads to perhaps the most crucial piece of the puzzle. And here's the kicker. Technology and AI are the silent partners in this whole revolution. They've quietly taken over the mind-numbing, repetitive chores of the work world, the stuff that used to drain people's souls dry. This isn't some far-off future concept. It's happening right now, freeing people up to focus on what humans do best. Machines handle the tedious calculations, while people get to play to their strengths with creativity and strategy. Imagine an accountant who once spent weeks on data entry. Now, AI crunches the numbers in minutes, so she can become a strategic financial advisor to small businesses. Or a marketing manager who uses automation tools to handle social media posts, giving him the bandwidth to dream up the next big viral campaign. This shift means your most valuable assets, your ability to connect dots, tell stories, and solve complex problems, are finally getting the spotlight they deserve, turning your career into something you genuinely enjoy. This fundamental change means the old fear of being replaced by a machine is missing the point entirely. The real opportunity is to partner with technology, leveraging it to do more meaningful work that doesn't feel like work at all. It perfectly sets the stage for the next crucial step, understanding how to structure this new, engaging life without being chained to a single, draining job for decades. So what does this all lead to? It points to a massive, beautiful plot twist for your life story. Forget the old finish line of retirement at 65. That entire concept is getting a complete overhaul. The new goal isn't to stop working. It's to start working on what truly lights you up, turning your later years into your most impactful and exciting chapter yet. Think of a retired teacher who, instead of just playing golf, now uses her experience to tutor kids online, finding a deeper purpose and a new stream of income. Or a former engineer who partners with AI to analyze data for local environmental causes, making a tangible difference in his community. This repurposing phase is about leveraging all you've learned to build a life centered on meaning, not just leisure, it's work, but it feels so different because it's entirely on your terms. This shift changes everything, making the traditional countdown to retirement feel completely outdated. Your wealth of experience becomes your most valuable currency, allowing you to design a life that blends passion, impact, and freedom seamlessly. And this naturally brings us to the most practical question. How do you actually build the financial engine to make this repurposed life a reality, and do it far sooner than you ever thought possible? And here's the best part. This incredible shift doesn't have to be a distant dream a decade away. What if you could build your bridge to this freedom in just 1 year? It sounds bold, but it's entirely possible with a focused plan that prioritizes clarity and action over mere saving. This is about a strategic sprint, not a slow, draining marathon. Imagine dedicating the next 12 months to methodically aligning your skills with market needs, perhaps by launching a simple consultancy from your living room or turning a lifelong hobby into a profitable online store. It's not about working harder but smarter, using tools like AI to handle the grunt work while you focus on the human connection. This accelerated path forces you to cut through the noise and focus only on what truly moves the needle toward your new purpose. This one-year runway is your catalyst, transforming vague ambition into a concrete, exciting reality. It proves that waiting is a choice, and your most fulfilling chapter is closer than you think. Now let's explore the exact blueprint to make this your reality. So let's break down the blueprint, starting with the 4 non-negotiable pillars that turn a year of focus into a lifetime of freedom. This new plan isn't about piling up cash in a dusty account. It's about architecting a life where work is a choice, not a chore. It begins by looking inward to discover what truly lights you up, then building outward from that core truth. First, you must identify your passions, not just what you're good at, but what makes you lose track of time, like woodworking or teaching others. Next, take a ruthless inventory of your monetizable skills. That project management prowess from your corporate job could be the foundation of a killer consultancy. Then you intentionally create multiple income streams, perhaps combining freelance writing, dividend-paying ETFs like VOO, and a small e-commerce store for your pottery, ensuring no single client or market crash can derail your peace. Finally, you establish a freedom budget, a plan for your money that prioritizes experiences and security over stuff, calculating the exact monthly income needed to fund your ideal day. Mastering these 4 pillars transforms an abstract dream into a tactical map, proving that financial independence is less about a giant nest egg and more about smart, intentional design. It's the difference between hoping for a better future and actively building it, one purposeful stream at a time. And the real magic happens when you learn to weave these pillars together into a seamless, automated system that runs almost on its own. But don't just take the blueprint's word for it, the proof is in the people. Meet Sarah, a burnt-out accountant who parlayed her love for spreadsheets and a keen eye for detail into a profitable e-commerce store for vintage watches. Then there's Mark, a high school teacher whose weekend woodworking hobby, documented on YouTube, now brings in more than his salary. They didn't wait for a magic bullet, they used the tools they already had. Sarah started by auditing her passions, realizing her knack for finding undervalued assets was a skill, not just a hobby. She dedicated her evenings to sourcing unique timepieces and built a simple Shopify store, reinvesting every dollar back into inventory. Mark, meanwhile, used his teaching skills to create compelling tutorial videos, attracting sponsorships and affiliate income from tools and wood stains. Both reached their freedom number within 12 months by leveraging existing skills in new, exciting markets. Their stories aren't rare flukes, but a predictable result of applied focus. They proved that the most valuable asset isn't money, but a reclaimed sense of time and purpose. This is just the beginning of what's possible when you finally decide to build. So what's your first move? Forget the 10-year plan. That's a prison of procrastination. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is ridiculously simple. Grab a notebook and spend the next 25 minutes, just one episode of your favorite show, brainstorming everything you're already good at and everything you secretly enjoy. This isn't about inventing a new persona. It's about auditing your current life for hidden gold, just like Sarah did with her spreadsheets. Think of it as a treasure map, where X marks the spot you're already standing on. Don't overcomplicate it. Jot down 3 skills you use at work and 3 hobbies that make you lose track of time. Maybe you're the go-to person for calming angry customers, a skill perfect for a consultancy, or perhaps your famous barbecue sauce could be your first product on Etsy. The goal is to make a messy, unedited list without judging a single idea. There are no bad answers here, only raw material. This single act of writing it down makes the abstract tangible and shifts a dream into a project. That list in your hands is more than paper, it's the first draft of your future. Now choose one item, just one, and commit to researching it for 15 minutes tonight. Search your skill freelance opportunities or how to sell your hobby online. This tiny action creates immediate momentum and proves to yourself that this is real. Your one-year plan starts not tomorrow, but the moment you close this video and open that search bar. Go on, your future self is waiting.